Hey, you. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, I'm excited today to talk about crypto tubers. We'll also go into my final questions and comments corner. Um, but the good news is we're still going to have questions and comments corner, but we're going to have it at over at crypto tubers on the Discord channel. I want to thank 99 Cents channel by Matthew Gray. He has great content on his channel. He's 2 for 2 now with bringing actually 3 for 3, bringing me good information. First was BitTube, now was Crypto Tubers, which is a great project. It's was started by Crypto 976. If you haven't heard of it, and what it does is it brings many of our content creators together on BitTube, where we have a general discussion area, and then we have our own sub channels, right, where you can come in and you can speak to us specifically and ask us questions and interact with us. And I think that's an excellent idea. That gives me a good place and a good chance to respond to your videos, questions, and comments, because sometimes you do get busy, you miss people, you want to like comments, you want to reply, but we do can get quite busy between making videos and life and trading crypto. So we need some time management skills there, but crypto tubers will help us to accomplish that. And so I'm going to jump right into it, guys. And we're going to do this final segment here, and we will be over on the Discord channel, Crypto Tubers. You'll start to see me in there a lot more often, as I'm going to be hanging out in there as much as I can. So the first question we got here comes from Def Quan, who commented, and this is in relation to the BitTube Electroneum a video I did. So it's going to be, it wasn't a whole lot going on with Electroneum, guys, last week. Not many reports, but a lot of us were starting to move our content from YouTube over to BitTube. And so a lot of big Electroneum channels have now made it over there. I'm over there as well. And so some of the content's gonna probably be mixed up a lot with BitTube comments and from some from the Electroneum community. So please bear with me as I try to cipher through. But this is more directed to the Electroneum community. But anyway, Def Quan commented that I can't find any BitTube crypto on markets. So they pay coin that you cannot sell then. So we were able to clear that up quite clearly. Def Quan, I'm sure he probably knows this by now, but BitTube actually, even though only being in cryptocurrency space for like 3 to 4 months, they actually are already on Bittrex, a huge exchange, one I use almost primarily. It's highly regulated. I believe it's out of New York. And so when it comes to centralized exchanges, I kind of have this thing against centralized exchanges, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But when it comes to centralized exchanges, Bittrex is probably my most favorite. That is for sure. All right, so let's move right on. So Delcoin, I hope that answered your question. It is on Bittrex. It's on some other smaller exchanges I haven't explored. GRB Investment Solutions commented, thanks for the information, man. Like your channel and support you. It is always good to help. Well, thank you so much, GRB Investment Solutions. I think I did see GRB over on, was it BitTube? I think it's BitTube. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for supporting me, man. And I hope you continue to do that. I'm trying to form these group of this coalition here over on BitTube. I want to try to support their content, and hopefully we can support each other's. But let's move on to what else we got this week. This is from Fred Morris. He commented that he just found out about BitTube this week, and I can see this being just as popular as YouTube in the near future. I'll be purchasing some coins this weekend, and I'm very impressed so far. Yeah, Fred Morris, thanks for being a watcher of the channel. And I did pick up, I picked up around 5,000 tube coins. I want to be doing some tipping with that, and I'm holding on. I've been seeing it go up, and that's real cool. But you know, again, guys, I'm going to try to take some of these questions right quick as I'm sifting through. But if you're an electronic watcher, you're wondering what's going on, hey, why does he keep talking about BitTube? Again, it's because a lot of us Electroneum video content creators it's moved over to BitTube because great opportunity for you as well. So if you are an Electroneum viewer and you're not over on BitTube yet, you do get paid for viewing and watching. You get their cryptocurrency, which is on Bittrex. And so it's great. And this is from the 99-cent channel. I love this guy, Matthew Gray. I'm glad you came over to BitTube. Once it gets going, it goes quick. Good luck to you, brother. Good luck to you, Matthew Gray, 99 cents. I owe you big time. You told me about Redcoin. I bought some. I profited on that. You told me about BitTube. I love that. And then you told me about CryptoTubers, which I think is a great project. So can't thank you enough, man, and appreciate it. John Thompson. John Thompson's a regular commenter. Thanks, John, for watching the channel. He's taking a look at BitTube as well. We're going to move right on. He's going to grab some tube coins. I don't blame him. I've grabbed mine, and I like the decision. Not telling you guys to grab any, but you know, this was going on. So can't thank you enough, bro. I agree. This is going to become a storm quick. I don't think we're gonna need luck. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Was that my comment? That might have been me. Okay, great comment. Great video. I'm very excited about the process for Mr. Fred Morris again. That's awesome. And I try to want to get to some Electroneum directly questions because I feel like I'm being a little bit unfair to, let's just say, you know, Electroneum people who, you know, just want specifically talk about Electroneum. And so I want to get into that. And so we do have some information there this week. That's Mr. Naga Tribe also commented. He's having some trouble getting over on BitTube. And, you know, with these platforms, there is a problem with that. So let's try to get to some Electroneum stuff because I don't want to label the videos Electroneum. You know, not doing that. Now, this person's commenting, that's a shit coin, ha, ha, ha. And he's talking about, okay, that looks like he's talking about Electroneum. You know, I wish that when people use terms like that, that they would at least take a moment to tell me why you think it's a shit coin, right? You know, it's a lot of shit coins out there, that's true. And we should be careful. But give some, you know, some reasons. I mean, because I'm not going to even bother to read any more comments that aren't, you know, going to be something that we can have a productive conversation about. Dave Hall commented, you should be on the Electroneum board of directors. Well said. I am heavily invested in Electroneum, and you're right. You're right. They need to do something very soon. People lose faith quickly. Yeah, I think now I do appreciate it, Dave, about you saying that I should be on the board of directors. Maybe that won't be the best place for me to be. You know, I don't know. I might just be a real pain in the ass, right? But I believe this video might have discussed price somewhat. Again, it might have discussed you know, just some of the things, some of the comments I might have made about market and the price and various things like that. Now, you know, as I had, you know, been saying, these are, I'm talking about, when I speak about certain mental mindsets when you're looking at the price of a coin in the marketplace. That's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about how people project, you know, their thought process when they see that, and you know, some things that perhaps can be done about that. You know, obviously, you know, at this point, we've learned a lot more about the KYC rules with Electroneum. We've, that's a lot of the hold up, that they are working on getting the marketing, and the price has been, related to the bear market and various things like that. So, those are a lot of things we have to consider in with this, and so. I do appreciate the vote of confidence that I could maybe be on the board of directors there, but I don't know. Maybe I'd be a pain in the ass. I don't really know. Village Cooking comment. Is this a paid review? This looks like me just being too excited about BitTube. It looks like no, I don't think BitTube's gonna reach out to me and pay me to do paid videos. But if they did, I promise I will report that it is a paid video. Crypto Conversation coming to brilliant. Thank you, Crypto Conversation, for being a channel viewer. Crypto Dog was talking about you're on Telegram, join the 99 cents Telegram. I do need to join the 99 cents Telegram. Guys, honestly, I just never really used Telegram. I always use Discord. I just, in no particular reason, I just never got on Telegram. I just never did it. But I am in crypto tubers in Discord channel. And I'll leave a link in the description. I love to see you guys over there. Again, Mr. Fred Moore's talking about the tube coins. And he was just asking some questions about the exchanges I'm using. It's Bittrex. I love Bittrex. The big fella commented, yep, liking Biddy so far. Must wait 7 days for payment to kick in, but that's fine. Oh yeah, that's Biddy. Thanks for the question, the comment, Big fella. Yeah, it takes 7 days to get paid on BitTube. So a lot of people were concerned about if they were going to get paid or not. Is this for real? Is it just baloney? But yeah, you get paid after 7 days. I've already received tokens coming in, as I have been over 7 days now, and it is very much real, guys. This is the real deal. 14 confirmed, 02 rewarded almost a week. That came from Def Quan. Well, as far as I know, after a week, people are receiving their payments. I have received mine. The payments usually they start to mature after the 7 day period. So you're gonna receive that first payment a week long after the 7th day. Looks like. And then maybe every day after that, you've uploaded after that 7 day period, you start to, or you view the channels. But you do get paid. Trust me, guys, on that. I have gotten paid the actual tubes. Mr. Zylan Roberts coming. I think my BitTube is working correctly or something. I have uploaded multiple videos, and I know several of them are viewed. On top of that, I watch 5 or 6. And so this seems like some more of just some technical, issues that perhaps have, happened with BitTube. And some of this is normal and has to be understood, guys, because, the network's crowding up. There are already over 2 million people over in less than like 4 months. And so this network's going to start crowding up, and they're going to probably have to start to, put more resources in it. This is when you look at something like YouTube, you got to remember these are billions upon billions of corporate dollars that are backing this infrastructure, right? This isn't, so we tend to look at YouTube and compare it to BitTube, right? So I want to get to some Electroneum questions. I'm trying to condense all this in, guys. Simply because it was a kind of it's been this big relation between Electroneum and BitTube due to the movement of many of our Electroneum content creators making the decision to go over to BitTube. So a lot of comments the previous week has been about that. So that's why I keep saying that, because I don't want to make it look like I'm putting Electroneum up there and using it as a gateway to BitTube. I want to try to label the videos, but I'm trying to compile this all in. But Village Cooking, he says prices are irrelevant at the moment. low liquidity. How is it sustainable if there are a billion tokens, not 84 million? And so that was something showing on Coin Market Cap, that there was like this total market supply of 84 million tokens on BitTube. And it's going to be actually a billion, looks like it's saying in a white paper, but that's going to be over the course of like 31 years from now, you know. And so how they release these tokens into the marketplace, it may not create because what Village Cooking was saying was, you know, this would be a lot more tokens. I guess he's you know, looking at it like they could just flood the market with the tokens. Price won't be sustainable. It would the market crash and various things like that. Seems like they have a very smart plan, and that these tokens won't be finally available until 2050. In addition to that, 1 billion tokens in comparison to many other tokens that range from 20 billion to almost upwards to like 100 billion. 1 billion tokens, in my opinion, is still relatively small, or at least at the medium level, right? So a billion tokens isn't like, I don't think considered big in the cryptocurrency space. Stefan Omino Ramjag comment in Essence Review, just began using BitTube, love the platform. Everybody loves BitTube, and why not, guys? Like I said, if you're not using BitTube, I personally think you're doing yourself a disservice, because if you think about this, just think about this. If you added up all the YouTube hours that you watch per year, and with some of you all, that's going to be a large number. And imagine if you had a bunch of cryptocurrency paid to you, rewarded to you for doing something you did anyway. Dose Music, he comments a lot. A faithful watcher, and I appreciate you, Dose Music. Well, Electroneum are taking to know your customer route for these deals to happen. But yeah, understand the frustration with things taking long, but the know your customer will hopefully pay off in the future. And I agree, Dose Music. Now listen, I want to be clear about something. I was a career stockbroker and commodities broker. I know about know your customer rules, right? I would have to send 60-page documents to get clients registered, okay? I know how know your customer rules work, and I know them very well. And I can tell you how they do work. Know your customer rules are based on like 3 parties. You know, it's based on you, it's based on the person who has assigned the documents, and it's based on government regulatory bodies, right? So you got 3 groups there. Now, every time I did know your customer and I send out documents to these people, there was no guarantee that I was going to complete this deal, right? That's the whole purpose of know your customer. They have to sign these documents, have to get their signatures on the dotted line. This all has to be compliant, government compliant, right? Now, in the cryptocurrency space, we're dealing with countries that are, I live in the United States, and I thought we had a pretty strict government regulatory body, right? When it comes to areas such as this. But apparently in other countries like Japan, Asia, and China, you know, we get to find out that their systems are way more complex, and the government is way more hands-on than in the United States, right? So this is something I know about, guys, and it is very true. We do not know everything that's going on behind the scenes. That is very, very true. And it's hard to comment on these things. But just remember this, the fact that we don't know helps to create the problem. And the second thing is that it's a complex issue that all parties have to be involved in and get done. So we're just gonna have to wait to see. We don't know what's going on. I don't know. Nobody knows until we know. So thanks again, Dose Music. It has been frustrating, but where I take comfort is in the community, you guys that are so strong. I think a strong community, a well put together community like this, is the best thing that can happen in cryptocurrency. So I feel like no matter what happens, the Electroneum family can still be a great cryptocurrency community, and I think good things are coming for Electroneum in the future. Now the RJ commented, you be slick dissing Electroneum every video, shaking my head. Damn, man, every coin is down, and they've been down all year, just like Electroneum. Jeez. so let me explain, guys. RJ, I do appreciate your comment, and I understand where you're coming from, and I understand why you responded to this particular video the way you did. And what I want to say to that is that, I understand how you feel and you're passionate about that, because it would seem like in certain parts of the video I'm dissing Electroneum. But if we put the video in context, what the video was Electroneum versus BitTube. And in this video, in order to kind of have this head-to-head thing, which was hard to do. That was tough to do. And I wanted to do it because, I knew at some point it would come up. It would be on people's minds. But there are areas where I have to do pros and cons, right? I have to, I can't just talk good about Electroneum and everything just be positive about Electroneum, guys, because if I do that, in a way, I'll feel like a hypocrite. And let me explain what I mean by that. The reason I think I'll feel like a hypocrite is I would be guilty, in my opinion, of the same thing that I accuse big YouTubers of. And that's this type of, I don't know if you want to call it nepotism, favoritism, or whatever you want to call it, on an unprecedented scale. Because, and I'll give you an example, big YouTubers, right? Big news comes out about Electroneum. Instant payment process. And I don't mean just good news. I mean news that can revolutionize, just change all of cryptocurrency. None of them get on their YouTube channels and report this. I feel it's irresponsible reporting, but I also feel that what they're doing is they might have their favorite variety of coins, and they might be kind of in this situation where they just want to represent those coins and the coins they hold, and various things like that. Now, to be a little bit fair, some of it has, I think, started early on, and I don't think they've kept up with Electroneum. Early on, Electroneum was accused a lot of not being a technology coin, that it was just kind of this coin that copied the Monero blockchain, that it didn't really have any technology to substantiate its valuation or anything like that. So it was just this big, huge campaign with a lot of big YouTubers. And if you guys don't believe me, you can go search early days of Electroneum with many of these big YouTubers, who mention Electroneum once. And in all those mentionings of Electroneum, it's not one of them came across with anything positive. Even people like Trevon James, who was, connected to the BitConnect scandal. Even he was talking bad about Electroneum, saying he didn't want to touch it. And so I think there's been this stigma that's carried on with Electroneum not being a real technology coin. And some of them have kept that. I don't think they've revisited Electroneum. So some of it is that. So I want to be fair and put that there. But in relation to, you know, in relation specifically to, and I kind of lost my train of thought there. Well, so it wasn't this in the video. It was a coin comparison, taking apart the pros, in the cons. Oh, I remember what I was saying in relation to. I was just trying to say that some of them may have been dissing Electroneum based on that, but I want to also come back and say, so some of them may genuinely not have revisited Electroneum, but for those that haven't, I don't want to feel like one of them who's just gonna cover Electroneum, talk good about Electroneum, only have good things to say about Electroneum, and not give a fair balance view of what I think the good things are happening, the bad things are happening. Now there are very all positive Electroneum channels, right? And I love Electroneum. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love Electroneum, but there are these channels out here that are super positive, and that's fine. That's fine. But my responsibility, guys, is to be a balanced channel on Electroneum, to kind of tell it like it is, but to also say that, Electroneum is good and it does good and it does great. And I think they do some things perfect, and then I don't think they do other things perfect. So I think I have to just kind of stay there with that, Mr. RJ. But I do appreciate that. And one last comment I'll make, if you think I haven't been fair, and I have been putting out these negative things about Electroneum. I think the frustration as well is not just, or has been for me, there has been some frustration, but it hasn't been necessarily due to the price. And I say that, and let me explain why I'm saying it like that. It hasn't necessarily been due to the price, because in my mindset, Electroneum to me was sort of like this Bitcoin replacement. It was already for me going to be like a long-term holding coin. So what I consider long term anyway. And but that was good. That was it was not going to be like this day traded token where I make a little bit of money and I sell out and I go, oh, okay, and that's great, and things like that. But I think what has been frustrating is when we mention bear markets and we say, well, it's a bear market, every coin's going down. And we say, well, it's a bull market and every coin goes up then. There is what you might call coins that defy all of that based on when news comes out that's positive news, is great news. And we've seen this happen dozens and countless times. And that's when you get good news about a token or a coin. And it could be a bear market, it could be a bull market, whatever. But you get this good news and it affects the price. And if it's positive news, it usually affects it in a positive way. I think a lot of the problem and the frustration that's been with Electroneum as well is it has received a great deal of positive news, right? But the reflection of that positive news hasn't played out for us like many other tokens. And I think that's been frustrating to see that and kind of have that comparison. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know if it's proven manipulation. I don't know if it's ASIC miners selling. I honestly don't have enough data, and I don't really know how to get all that information right now. But I can agree that it is frustrating, and I hope that, because I know I will be patient and I know that I will hold Electroneum, but I just hope everybody else is a believer and can handle the waves as well. And I'm confident that as a community, we will do quite well. So thank you, RJ, for your comment. Rhino commented, I just checked out Bit2 and I love it. Like the decentralized idea and lack of censorship it stands for. I do too, Rhino. Thanks a lot. Crypto Conversation, fascinating video. Thank you, Crypto Conversation. Thank you for being a viewer of the channel. Really appreciate it. And I think that's it, guys. Again, I'm going to leave a link to the CryptoTubers YouTube channel. This is the end of the comments question segment. You can catch me over there on Discord, get all the information you need, make all the comments you need, and you will get a response from me. Thank you, guys. If you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe. Especially don't forget to like and subscribe over on BitTube. And until next time, take care.